This is Low Growl, the deepest voice in ASMR, and today I've prepared something special. I'm doing a role play of being a legitimate gaming YouTuber with a legit channel and everything. Some of you have been asking for a while if I was going to record any more gameplay, and today I decided to do it. So if I do more, it's based on basically the response. If y'all like it, then I'll do more of it. That's pretty much what it comes down to, depending on how you respond. So like it, comment, and even the game I chose to play, it was just something I felt like playing. But I want to know like what games you all would be interested in seeing me play if this becomes a thing. So I'm just taking a chance, did my best, and I'm certain if it continues I'll get better with time. But I really tried to make it legitimate, and I hope you all like it. So remember to comment and like it, and just be interactive, share it, stuff like that, and that's how I'll know that y'all really want to see more of the gaming type of stuff. All right, that's all I got. I'll see y'all later. Hope you enjoy. This is Low Growl Gaming, the deepest voice in gaming, and today I'm feeling a little dread in my heart, so we're going to be playing a little bit of Metroid Dread. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's go ahead and get started. Right, Samus, the space bounty hunter. Metroid, a viral and floating organism that drained energy from its prey through physical contact. Metroids were originally created by the Chozo, named after their word for ultimate warrior. Their value as a bioweapon sparked several crises, and as a result, all traces of them have been eliminated. They are now extinct. I'm gonna let y'all, you can pause if you want to read those things, but I'm trying to get to the action. Y'all remember, what was it? Metroid Fusion. I think that's where that happened at. I've been playing Metroid since the NES. I can't say I've played all Metroid games, but I would say the mainstream ones I have played. I didn't play like the remakes, like Zero Mission, and I didn't even finish all three of the Primes. Dang. Maybe I'm a fraud. Oh man, in Metroid Fusion, it was scary when you first ran into SAX. But it's all good. The heroic music, it all just adds to the atmosphere. But for those who haven't played Metroid Dread before, man, this game is dope. It really is. NX alive in the wild. Alright, let's get to it. Can't skip this part, but let's do what it do. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll skip ahead in some of these. This is a pretty long intro. But I remember when I first turned this game on, I was eating it all up. Eating it up, straight up. Alright, here we go. How y'all feeling? How many of you have played Metroid Dread before? How many of y'all are fans of the Metroid series? Let me know in the comment section which Metroid game was your favorite. My favorite was Super Metroid on the SNES. The atmosphere is just something special about that game. Even the sprite animation when she was running and things. Okay.
The bounty for this mission does not seem appropriate.
down D for this major and grab me this.
Clearly outweighs the reward. Treat our lost assets with care.
Now, that was a Metroid game that I really didn't. I didn't even play. I didn't even want to play, which was Metroid Other M. Sad times from what I hear, but it's all good. I like the way they figure out new ways to design the suit. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm like a loyalist when it comes to like original styles and things. I don't really like too much change when I get used to a character looking a certain way, but they did a good job. They did a great job with this game.
That elevator leads to the depths of an underground facility. Signal quality is likely to be low. Remote communication remains difficult. Try to connect to the facility's network when you reach the bottom. That way, maintaining contact.
There's some things I want to make sure I show y'all. The little details in this game are amazing. I'm about to give it to him. Yep. He's gonna give it to her. That shows a dude look pretty sweet. Blast your face off, Samus. And here we are, sitting on our haunches wondering what the heck happened to us. How did I go from orange gold to blue? Here we go. I love how they like just seamlessly transition into that. Alright, I haven't played this in a while, so I gotta get used to it again. Alright, we're firing missiles. Check that out. Look at the movement. That's the little details I'm talking about in this game. Look at how she move. The hand motion and everything is like the way she look around. Even y'all see that when she run up to the thing, she put her hand on the wall to stop herself. Let's see what. Boom. The little jump up on the lip. That's dope. Alright. Took C to slide. Okay. Alright, I don't want y'all roasting me in the comment section if I make some stupid moves. Alright. In some of the other games, you don't even start with missiles. I'm glad they started with some missiles on this one.
Uploading data.
Alright, for the sake of action, I think I may skip some of this conversation they having.
You've accessed the network station. Well
I want y'all to just pause it if you want to read it.
But I do not want ever
Okay.
changes seems to have that brings me to your assailant. I have determined that you are somewhere. This planet appears to consist of the ship's location is marked. You may encounter
I was just thinking about something. Some people that you watch play games, like you want them to read everything so they'll understand. I've already played this game, so that's why I'm like going through these things. But I know it's irritating to some people. It's like, man, why you going through stuff like that? You may not get all the information you need, so you can be ready later. But I left it all on the screen, enough time for you to be able to pause it and see what it says. What the? Alright, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Alright, now, though I love this game, it's not perfect. And I'll tell you, one of the things that I didn't really care for in this game is the music. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Little stuff like that. I gotta get back used to playing. But I just want to play something for you guys, because I've had people asking me to play a game, and when am I gonna make another gameplay? And it's not that I haven't wanted to. I just wonder, like, would people really support it if I did it? If an arrow on the map is blinking, it indicates that a hidden item is there. Gobbledygook. I accept it. See how she put her hand up on the thing? It's the small details, man, I'm telling you. Prime vision. I don't know who got to this dude before me, but thank goodness. Blasted Samus. What in the world? An enemy's attack can be countered by pressing X at the exact moment of the flash. However, the timing is extremely difficult to gauge, making this a desperate maneuver. Bam. I done did it. I hadn't really thought about it until this exact moment, but this these remind me of Mother Brain. The energy from the central unit transformed the arm cannon into an Omega cannon. Omega Blaster online. Alright, hold L and R to charge it. Bang. Alright, now we're about to go and give it to this fool. Mega Cannon depleted and offline, reverting to regular arm cannon. So, Metroid Dread. When I first started seeing previews about this game and everything, I was just like, I really like the concept of the Emmys and I guess the vulnerable feeling of being chased and you powerless against these things. It's just like the same element you find in like survival horror and other games where you're just too weak and you gotta escape. It adds that literal dread to the game. And Samus isn't usually in that type of situation. I think what was it? Metroid Fusion might have been the first game where I remember her really being in danger like that from the SAX. Oh, what am I doing? Hold up. Twilight Zones. Alright. I'll let the game explain what's happening here. Well, I'll tell you what's going on then. This is the Emmy Zone. So whenever I pass through those little blocky doors, this is an area where an Emmy roams. Whenever I see the Emmy, I have to basically just run because I can't do anything. And if it grabs me, just like I did on that first one that pinned me to the ground, when the flash comes, you gotta press the button, try to get out of it. Otherwise, you'll see what happens. Well. That don't clean. Get back here, you Samus. You ain't having me for lunch. And people, it doesn't want to eat Samus. It wants to kill Samus. Alright, so when the enemy sees you, it will keep chasing you until you get out of its sight for a certain amount of time. And they don't stop coming after you. All of them are different, but it's a cool concept. And I ain't gonna lie, it had you on your toes sometimes. Be like, what in the world? So one thing I don't like about this game, I don't know if I finished my thought when I had started it before, was look at the lights on her. I've always loved the movement of Samus since Super Metroid. I'll finish telling y'all what I don't like in a second.
Uploading data.
Both enemy you encountered were clearly trying to capture you. They may have been hacked. If so, it's reasonable to assume all enemy will be hostile. Enemy send out a pulse to detect vibrations in the air within a certain range. Essentially, they can hear you. Upon detecting vibrations, an enemy enters surveillance mode to track their source. Stay out of its line of sight when this happens. Otherwise, the danger to you increases dramatically. An enemy that has seen you will begin pursuit. Part of the pursuit protocol is to seal the enemy zone exits. You will be trapped inside. To survive, you must leave its range of pursuit. Activate the ME and it will disengage. This will also unseal the exits. An ME never leaves its assigned zone. Their control system must permit them to operate only within that range. I estimate a 99% probability of death if an ME captures you. There may be a very small opportunity to escape, but exploiting this window will be virtually impossible. The ME are immune to your current weapons. You lack the unique energy used to defeat the first ME. Your only option now is to evade capture and find an exit. Your highest priority in an ME zone should be simply to survive.
Alright, well, one thing I don't like is that thing's voice. Alright, where will we go? Let's do a little bit more. Alright, so the other thing I don't like, I really don't like the music in this game. The music is just, it's one area that I did like a lot, and it was just, I ain't gonna even tell you what zone it is, but I just did not, it was nothing was like really just like, I want to go back to that zone just to hear that music. That's how Super Metroid was for me. That's how Prime was for me, but that's the only thing, I feel like that's the only thing that made this game not as good as it could have been. Ooh. Crap. Oh boy, he's coming for my sweet meats. Aye. No sir. Where you going? Okay, we out of there. Y'all see I got quiet. It get tense. That was close. But yeah, I didn't like the music. That's pretty much about it. I was just glad to see a legit new side-scrolling adventure for Samus. It's been a long time. Alright. Let's adventure a little more. I want to do something of substance before we call it. We got a turd, a water turd. Alright, so like I said at the beginning of the video, since this is my first gameplay video for you guys, I decided to just play something that I know I enjoyed, and I know a lot of you probably have played as kids and things, the Metroid series in general, not this Metroid Dread. But it's just a little taste. I mean, y'all let me know what y'all would really like to see me play, and maybe we can take a poll or something like that. If this video ends up being, I guess, successful, and I guess that'll be judged by views and likes and stuff like that, but you know, we can do more. Just passed my 7K. I'm excited about that. Something Something kind of clicked in my head when something clicked in my head this morning when I was on my way to work. The real possibility that, like, you know what, this is gonna work out, it like just came to my mind. It just seemed like, I don't know what it is about 7K that just made it feel like all things are possible. That's literally how I felt, like everything is possible now that I got 7K. The slump, ooh. Oh crap, where am I? Where we going? Crap. Dang it. Tried to fake him out. Okay. Dang it. Well, the enemy made quick work of me that time. I was not expecting it to come from up top like that. I was a fool. I was a fool of a took. Well, I know I gotta go down here. Just stay over there, little Emmy. I wonder. Oh, okay, I wasn't close enough to this thing. I thought I was right there. Of course not. Alright, let's... Can't get that. It's over here. Also, I would say some of these enemies were lackluster, like those little flying stingrays. I will say that energy and stuff is like very bountiful in this game. If you hit one of those special moves like that, man, you almost you're almost guaranteed to get all your life back and your missiles. Charge beam acquired. I miss the old fanfare. Alright, well, we got our charge beam. And we're back. Too early. Yee. That took a lot of energy. All right. Let's it's this way. Uh-oh. See, like that look, like that little noise right there. That's supposed to be some fanfare celebrating my victorious acquiring of a good. But it's alright. But the music is like what makes the game a lot of times. You get what I'm saying? Oh man, I just made that. Alright, try it again. Keep my energy, punk. Kidding me? That thing punching me like just so disrespectful. This is not very good gameplay, y'all, and I will admit this. Alright, I've been over yonder. Alright. I think we'll hold right here, y'all. We made some decent progress. This wasn't meant to be a super long gameplay, just a little dabble into what it might be like if we had a gaming channel or I did some gaming videos. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully this video will do well. That's kind of gonna be the determining factor on if I continue or not, but gotta give it some time. So I appreciate everybody watching and tuning in. It's been fun faking to be a legitimate gaming YouTuber. But I mean, it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable. I feel like I'm playing with friends, like all the folks that have left comments and all these things over the years. I feel like this was very comfortable. That's what I say. But I like to leave it right there. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take it easy. Peace.